What's up, you guys? Welcome to Martian Madhouse.
Yeah, episode 3.
Are you guys still there? Are you still there?
Yeah, we keep wanting to do this, but it's hard to set time to do it because it's
Our schedules are we're just all over the place.
yeah, schedules are not ideal, but we've been wanting to do this specific planned podcast.
Yes.
Has been the intention for since it was supposed to be our third episode. We were like, let's do a Pokemon one.
Right.
next.
So those of you who are watching, you can see all the Pokemon. Those of you who are listening, we have Pokemon surrounding us.
Yeah, little stuffed Pokemon and maybe
It is honestly one of my guilty pleasures.
guilty. Why do you feel guilty about
I don't
Pokemon?
feel guilty, but I feel like,
Explore that.
the whole thing with Pokemon cards being wild and all these grown-ass men, fighting over Pokemon cards and stuff like that. I feel like I'm a grown-ass man, and I love Pokemon. I'm not doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
but it just holds a nostalgic place in my heart, and I love Pokemon.
So I got briefly into Pokemon cards around pandemic era. After not really being getting them since I was a kid. And I lost all the ones I had as a child.
Me too. I had so many.
But so I got back into them around the COVID era, and then I sort of fell out of it. But even when I was getting into it, it's just a big scalper thing.
It's
And,
horrible.
I still see it come up in my Reddit, or I'll see the Pokemon trading card thing, and there's just people in there that are like, this is my box collection, and it's just fully packaged Pokemon card things.
Yeah.
Not opened card packs, they're not opening them, they just
No.
have the sealed boxes, then that's part of their sealed collection. And then there's and it's a question of how is that it's different from the scalpers who are buying it to sell it, but low key, the people that have sealed collections want to sell it when it's really expensive later on. Because people will buy sealed original Gen 1 Pokemon cards now for a lot of money. So people with those sealed collections are just this is an investment. In 30 years, crazy collectors like me are going to want to pay out
Logan
the wazoo
Paul.
for it. He was the one that
Charizard, that big Charizard. He kind of made it cool.
Yeah, I think he
was.
was kind of on that. I think I got into it because at the time I was watching Achievement Hunter, which is part of Rooster Teeth, and some of them were getting into it, and I was actually going and watching Jeremy or J Duels. What's his? He has a different name for his Twitch now, but he was the guy that I would watch his card pack openings, and it was just there's just something about it that's interesting.
It is, and it's not even going as far as the cards, just in general. I specifically have memories of being in my apartment complex. My manager, the apartment manager, I was I keep wondering what are you looking at? But we're looking at the screen.
I'm looking at Nala.
I'm looking at you and I'm talking, and then you're looking at this way when you're talking.
We have the cat. I realized that I wanted us to shut the door so that the cats or Jinx wouldn't come in here in the middle, but it's too late now.
It's too late. But yeah, like I was saying, so my apartment manager, quick story, she loved me. There was a lot of kids in the apartment complex. They're little brats. But I just always went in there and I'm like, could I print out some Pokemon pictures? She's like, go for it. She would let me print out stacks of Pokemon pictures, and I would color them, cut them out, and then play with them. Because my mom couldn't afford the Pokemon toys. But it was cool.
Yeah.
I loved it. So, yeah, it's nostalgic for me. It's great. I love it.
You also have nostalgia about the Burger King toys, because you like to
Yes.
talk about how you used to get the Burger King toys and stuff.
Burger King came out with a whole bunch of toys that came with the Pokeball. And my favorite one was the Shelder. And the reason why is because it was big.
Yeah.
It was plastic, so it was a nice toy. And you push the button in the back on top of the shell, and you submerge it underwater. You lift the button so it soaks up all the water. And so you have Shelder do water gun. It was like a squirt.
Oh, like a squirt toy?
Yeah, it was
That's
really
cute.
fun.
But
But
yeah.
yes, we are here to talk about Pokemon.
And so in order to put a little structure into this, we like he actually had the idea of like let's pick out our 30 favorite Pokemon. And I was like, that seems a bit much. And like, how do we even like go about like deciding 30 Pokemon out of 1,000 Pokemon?
Because I like Pokemon so much. And
I
you can't
know,
just
but like,
pick.
how do you? But like to me, like picking 30 out of 1,000 is difficult. But I like did a little thinking on that concept. We got a cat right here.
I know.
And I was like, you know what? If we went through each generation and we just pick 3 from each, that's 27 Pokemon, which is almost 30. And then, yeah, like,
Okay, I mean, yeah. So we did that. So we're picking 3.
which made it a lot harder for him.
So hard. So
And honestly, I think it made it easier for me, but it does make you realize how some generations you like a lot more than others.
you know, and it's yeah. So we're doing 3 Pokemon from each generation. If you pick a starter, it can only be 1 starter.
Yeah, so that is the rule because, like, in any generation of Pokemon, you only get 1 starter.
Yeah.
And also, it's gonna be boring because, like, low key, there would be generations where I'm like, okay, I'll pick 2 starters as my favorite Pokemon, and then one of the rest of the decks of Pokemon, and it just makes it unfair, you know?
Yeah.
Like for example, I'll just give the example, the newest generation of Pokemon, I can't remember what it's called, but Gen 9. Straight up, if I did not implement that rule, my top 3 would have been the 3 starters because
That's fair.
I don't have a lot of and we're gonna start with Gen 9.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're gonna
we're
work
going down?
backwards.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know
because Gen 1
Breaking
is.
news. I did not know.
I did say it to you, but
I did not pay attention.
it's in Messenger. It's in text. The idea is that we would end with, you know, everyone knows Gen 1. That's
Of
the one
course.
that you're gonna have this.
That's my sweet spot.
Yeah, that's the one where he's like his all-time favorite Pokemon are all from that generation. Mine are not from that generation. I like that generation, but my all-time favorite Pokemon are not in Gen 1.
All right. So are we starting then?
All right, so looking at, again, this Gen 9 was kind of the hardest one to pick because this is
Oh, yeah, because of your starter things.
the starter thing. I would have just picked the 3 starters. So let's just get it out of the way. The 1 starter that I did end
I
up
know you're
picking,
going to pick.
he's right here.
Oh.
I don't even need the picture.
Oh.
You keep thinking I like the cat Pokemon most.
Yeah, because you like cats.
Yeah, I did a little bit of soul searching, thinking, and I was like, damn, I actually kind of not dislike, but like, I don't like really care about most cat Pokemon. And you know why? Because no cat Pokemon is as cute as a real cat. I think Sprigatito is the one that comes closest, and it's probably my favorite cat Pokemon, unless you count Mew. Mew is a cat.
I don't count that.
Mew is basically a cat Pokemon. But if you don't count Mew, then Sprigatito would be my favorite cat Pokemon. But even then, like,
This is the guy that has cats everywhere, even on his pop
I like
socket.
cats. It's my favorite animal, straight up. But you know what? Another one of my favorite animals is my favorite bird is a duck. This little duck guy. Let me just grab him. I love him. I love Quaxley. It baffles me that he's just like the redheaded stepchild of this
I
generation.
absolutely hate Quaxley.
See? People don't like him.
hate
They
him.
don't like his little
And
pompadour.
I hate him more every time he evolves.
His middle evolution I don't like, but I like Quaquaval, however you pronounce it.
You're
but,
wild.
Like, and like he just does
I
the
hate that
flamenco
dance.
dancing.
When you're playing the game, I cannot stand him.
I
And I like ducks.
love ducks.
I don't
I
like
love
him.
Quaxley. I love Quaxley so much. So after the starter though, and I had to pick 2 other ones.
Are we doing starter? You say all yours.
I'm gonna
first
say
and-
all mine, then
okay.
you say all yours.
I got you.
So having to pick something other than one of the starters
Mm-hmm.
was, you know, a bit of a challenge. I don't know if I necessarily would pick these other 2 Pokemon every single time that I'm making this list, but I do like these 2 other Pokemon.
Mine would change all the time.
Exactly.
Sorry.
But the ones that I landed on when I was looking at the list of Pokemon is Baxcalibur, which I think I ended up picking him because spoiler, I don't have Tyranitar picked later, but he was like my cutoff in Gen 2.
Okay.
And Baxcalibur kind of gives me that like Tyranitar vibe of like a kaiju, like Godzilla, but it's like
Sippy sippy.
I just like the vibe of Baxcalibur, and also it's one of those Pokemon in that generation where like it was a Pokemon that I didn't know existed, and I just stumbled across it. It's like first of all form, and I'm like, ooh, I want this. I like this little guy. He's cute. Like his first of all form, and then like to like work him up to like the final evolution. I was like, I like this dude. He's cool. Sometimes I like the cool Pokemon. A lot of the times I like cute Pokemon, and that's gonna show. And then my other pick is gonna be Greavard. I like the dogs. There's a lot of dogs in Gen 9.
Yeah.
Greavard is the one that I ended up going with because he's a little ghost dog. He's a little ghost dog.
Right.
All right, let's hear yours.
Are you gonna look at me at one point in this conversation?
No, I'm gonna look at the screen. I'm gonna look at
my neck.
hands. My
Okay.
neck. My back.
All right. So I'm going with my first, and again, like he said, it'll change every time. I love so many Pokemon, but my first one would be Sprigatito,
Obviously.
and it's because I hate the duck.
I love him.
All right, I can't stand
I
him.
love Quaxly.
And then like Fuecoco.
Fuecoco. I like Fuecoco.
It is what it is. I don't know, but Sprigatito's cute. I like him, and I try to balance. I want a little bit of every kind of like, a little bit of water, a little bit of grass, a little bit of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with him for the reasons he's being cute, and I do like. I feel like when Pokemon, they keep making Pokemon, but some of them are looking like crap. So I feel like they took a little bit more time, even though it is a cat, but with the color scheme and everything like that.
Yeah, Sprigatito's good. Sprigatito is good.
Second would be Houndstone.
Which
So
is the
the
evolved
evolved-
form of Greavard, yeah.
Yes.
The Houndstone's cool, but I do like him
Yeah, he looks
pre-evolution a
good
little
both ways, but
better.
I
Yeah.
wanted just the big boy.
Yeah.
I wanted the big, like, he just looks great.
In a similar vein, I kind of thought about picking Mabostiff, which is the other dog Pokemon. You never played Scarlet and Violet, did you?
Maybe, no.
So there's a whole plot line in the game about this sick dog that like needs to be healed, and it's very touching, and it's low key the best part of the game. And so like the game makes you build a connection with that dog, and then you have to fight it, which is pretty messed up when he gets healed up. But yeah, the dogs are good.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool. Ghost. I'm assuming he's a ghost type.
Yes.
He just looks cool, and I want a ghost dog. Okay.
Ghost dog.
And my third would be Screamtail.
Screamtail. Is that one of the?
It looks like
Paradox?
Jigglypuff.
It's the Paradox. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cute, and it's fluffy, and it screams. It reminds me of like Jigglypuff and Kirby.
So I didn't play Scarlet. I believe that's one of the past Paradox Pokemon from the Scarlet version. So I never actually encountered that Pokemon in game.
I like it. I like it. Powers are really cool. When he screams, his whole mouth opens, and that's funny because Kirby. But he's cute.
So speaking on the Paradox Pokemon, I was looking at the Paradox Pokemon, and I was just kind of like, I just don't like any of these as much as I like the Pokemon that they are a paradox of. With the possible exception of the one that looks like Delibird. I do like a little robot Delibird, but like overall I'm like, but do I like this Pokemon, or do I like the Pokemon that it's trying to be? Which is also why I didn't pick a whole lot of regional variants.
Right.
Like in these generations. I don't think I picked any, maybe. I'll have to go through and look again, but
okay. So that was Gen 9.
And so we'll go into Gen 8. Wait, Gen 9 overall. What's your thoughts?
Don't like it.
I
really
dislike
don't like it.
The problem is that I only played through that game once, so I don't really have strong connections with the Pokemon because I only ever played with them
They're
once.
not that great.
There's some good ones in there. I like the one where it's like a dung beetle that like evolves into like this like psychic like god level dung beetle.
Okay.
Is that, and you evolve it by making him drag his little dung around.
Oh, that's funny. All right, we're on 8 now.
And
Am
we're
I
gonna
reading
let
first?
you start.
Oh,
We'll go back and forth.
I got you. All right. My first pick for Gen 8 is Grookey.
Grookey.
I love monkeys. Okay, I can't get enough of monkeys. It's another grass type. I love him. He's cute with his little stick. Second would be Thievul.
That's like the
fox, but
yeah.
the evolution of the first one. I think he looks cool, and I wanted a fox. I'm not really familiar with Thievul, but I've seen some of his move stats, and I do see like what he looks like, and I'm like, yeah, I could rock with him.
Spoiler, I don't think he's gonna pick Vulpix or Ninetales if this is his fox pick.
And my last one is Clobopus.
Oh, it's the octopus with
the boxing gloves.
I do like Clobopus.
I love water type, and he is cool.
Not water type.
He's not in water?
It's a fighting type.
Well, fighting water, no?
I think it's just fighting type. I think he's pure fighting.
But he lives in water.
I think you find him not in the water. It just looks like a water type. I think it's not a water type because I remember seeing it and being like, oh, it's obviously water type. Hit it with like grass type. No double effective.
Oh, well, I still like him.
Yeah.
He's still cool looking.
He is.
Okay.
All right. So it sounds like we're going through this generation a little faster. I'll be honest. So this is Sword and Shield. I also only played through it once, but I like started playing through it and got like halfway through, stopped playing, then like came back months or a year later and started playing again.
Did you play both or did you have one?
I only played one of the two.
What did you have?
Sword.
I had Shield.
But so with that like separation of time, I think I was able to have a little more connection to the Pokemon and be excited about them. And like, this is the only generation where I don't pick a starter because I think this is the worst set of starters of any generation, like pretty notably. So mostly in their final evolutions, I think all their final evolutions are kind of bad. If I had to pick a favorite of the final evolutions, it would be Inteleon. If I had to pick a favorite of the first evolutions, it would probably be Grookey. But
so what's your choice?
3 Pokemon that are not starters. First one's gonna be, and this one was the easy pick for me. Okay. Flapple. I like the whole Apple line.
Okay, I was close. Of them. I was close to getting Applini, or is his name?
So Applin is the one that's just the apple, and then there's Flapple, and Apple Turn I think is the one that looks like an apple pie.
Yeah. I like them. They were cute.
And I love that they're dragons. I like dragon Pokemon.
They're dragon type?
Yeah.
An apple?
Well, the actual Pokemon is the worm inside of it, and it's a worm like WYRM.
Oh.
Worm like a dragon. So that's...
If you guys are hearing me munch,
he's eating crack.
I'm eating crack corn.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but go.
My next pick is going to be Toxtricity. The freaking guitar rockin' poison electric type Pokemon. Okay. He's just cool. Okay. Like I saw it and I was like, oh. Because I think to get its first form, like you have to like go to a specific place in the wild area. And so I didn't encounter it naturally. I saw the evolved form and I was like, how do I get that?
Yeah.
And I looked up where to go find its first form because I needed it. And yeah, it's just cool. It's just a cool Pokemon. See, I like cool Pokemon and cute Pokemon. Number 8 is going to be Dreepy.
Creepy.
And I'll pull it up for you so you can see it.
Oh, okay.
The Ghost Dragon. I believe it's Ghost Dragon, right? Let me double check. I should have known this. It is Dragon Ghost. So I was correct. And I did know it. But a Dreepy, I just like that its evolutionary line in general. Again,
dragons.
I really like dragon type Pokemon apparently. And I also like ghost type Pokemon. I've sadly not picked a ton of ghost types throughout the generations, but this is one where I was like, it's ghost and it's dragon. This Pokemon's cool. I like it. I like
cute.
Its whole line.
It's cute.
But yeah, so Sword and Shield overall, like I think there are cool Pokemon in there, but again, it's like the game it is in, I never want to go back and play it again.
Again, yeah. And another thing like Ryan mentioned, like the Pokemon were in that for me.
For him, I do think they're good Pokemon in that generation, but it's the game that it's in. It makes it hard for me to want to go back and play with them. Okay. Kind of similar to Scarlet and Violet, though. I think I would want to play Scarlet and Violet again someday. but I don't know.
Right.
So we'll go straight to Gen 7 next. So this would be our Alola region, Pokemon Sun and Moon. And here we go. I'm picking another starter. And the only time I think I will pick the grass starter of the three.
And what is it?
We got him right here. I love Rowlet.
Rowlet is cute.
Rowlet is the best. I was debating on if I wanted to pick Rowlet or his evolved form. Is it Decidueye?
But here's the thing. If you were to pick Rowlet, if this was like a real life scenario and there's real Pokemon, he would evolve to what you wanted.
Exactly.
So if you like this version and you also like the evolvents, then you're good.
I do think Rowlet does have this like sort of perfect orb vibe. Like it's
Look at his
just
little grass type bow.
he's just perfect. It's a perfect Pokemon. But yeah, and it evolves into a ghost type. So
And that evolvement is badass. It reminds
he's
me of
very
like
cool.
a Robin
It's
Hood.
Robin Hood, yeah. So yeah, love Rowlet. Another situation where there is a cat starter that I don't pick. But I do like Litten. I like Litten quite a bit, but it's the owl. I'm picking a bird over a cat again. Right. My other two picks are gonna be one is a Vikavolt, which is like this electric bug type Pokemon. I do like it. I like that it's in Pokemon Sleep. I was excited about it and got it right away.
Okay.
And yeah, he's just cool. I like electric types too. I like Pokemon.
I like Pokemon too.
I like Pokemon.
Really
And then my third pick is gonna be this is actually your stuffed animal, but Mimikyu. Mimikyu. Who does not love Mimikyu?
I love him.
Spoiler alert, is this in your top 3 for this gen?
You'll have to find out.
Well, I mean, you're about to do it because I've just named my third, so is it one of your 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Duh.
So yeah, now we can both talk about Mimikyu at the same time.
Love Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
He is not a Pikachu.
Mimikyu. Nope.
He is a ghost.
It's what's under here. There's this comic I saw online of, it's like a Charmander on Halloween, and he's dressed up like a Cubone because he has like a Cubone mask on, and he pops by a Mimikyu and like he like is like, oh, I'm sorry, let me help you up. He grabs like the thing that's underneath, and I think like the lore of Pokemon is like if you like see what's underneath or touch it, you die. And so like in the next frame you see the Charmander without its costume on, and like no one else is around, and it's just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And the Charmander's flame is out on its tail.
See? Yeah, so the ghost is hiding under this to look like a Pikachu, right? But if you notice, if you're watching this, you guys, he cut holes out. This is where he sees. So these are his eyes, and he's hiding under this. So no one knows what he looks like.
Everyone loves Mimikyu.
It's really cute.
Another snacky thing. These Fruity Pebbles pops.
Those are good.
They are good. They taste like Fruity Pebbles.
All right. Was that your third? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's why I told you.
All right. Okay, so now it's my turn. So clearly Mimikyu was on my list. Alolan Marowak.
I almost picked that. I was debating between that and Mimikyu.
The Alolan Marowak is everything. It's his color tone. It's his green flamed bones that he swirls around. He's just badass, okay? It would be that. I think his moves are great. I think he looks awesome. And I love Cubone, and I love Marowak in general, so...
Another spoiler, I don't have Cubone in my Gen 1 pick, but that was a hard cut. That would have been my number 4.
Right.
I love Cubone.
And my third would be Litten. Okay?
As a starter.
There's a few reasons why I love him. He's fire. I'm not a big fire type Pokemon,
bro.
but I like the fires. I do. He's a cat. And he turns into a freaking wrestler. He turns into a wrestler. What's his name? What's his third?
Incineroar?
Yes, he has a title belt on him. He's buff. I love WWE. I love wrestling. I love cats. Put them together. That's what I chose.
That makes sense.
Yes, it's great. So, Litten, and he's cute. Okay. I love him. I love him.
I don't know her. So we'll go into Gen 6 then. But overall vibe of
I like
Gen 7 Alola.
yes, I liked it more than the last gens.
I think Alola does have like a good vibe around it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just cool. Yeah, I have no real major qualms with it.
No.
At all.
That's good. All right, so now we're at Gen 6.
Which is black and white?
No,
X and Y.
Yeah, and this is one of my favorite gens. Okay, so...
It's got a smaller Pokedex.
But they're great.
Yeah.
They are great. I wanted to pick more, but I had to do 3. Okay, because this guy said I couldn't pick more than 3. So the first one, Pumpkaboo.
I knew he was going to go with Pumpkaboo.
Pumpkaboo is so cute. It's a pumpkin, and it's great. I don't really like his evolved form, the Gourgeist. But Pumpkaboo is the cutest. I want him tattooed on me somewhere.
Do you have Phantump as well?
My second one would be Phantrump. Okay, cutest little ghost tree. I do not like his evolved form.
Trevenant?
Yeah, I just don't like it. But Phantrump is so cute, you guys. Let me tell you. And then the shiny Phantrump is like this white wood-ish look. On Pokemon
like
Go, at least.
Tree?
Yes, yeah. So cute. So cute. And the main one, the VIP, Hawlucha.
Ah, yeah.
Hawlucha is my shit. And why? It's a wrestler, a Mexican wrestler, bird, eagle thing. But Hawlucha, I remember the first episode I seen Hawlucha on was when Ash found him. And I was blown away. I'm like, this is badass. Hawlucha, huh?
I was just going to say, my first interaction with Hawlucha is in the game, and I just remember, like, some Pokemon trainer has it in, like, this random spot. And I come across it, and I'm like, I think you, like, have to fight it to get through. And I was like, okay. And I see it, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And then it just, like, wrecked me. It, like, wrecked my whole team. I was like, whoa, I thought I was doing okay. I think low-key the problem was that I had nothing to sort of counter it, and it, like, would use, like high kick or whatever that kit move's called, I can't remember, and it would hit every time, and it would like critical, and it would just wipe out like all my Pokemon, and it'd be rough. And I was like, damn,
he's great. I don't think they even have plushies of him yet. I want to get a big plushie of Hawlucha. Yeah, I love Hawlucha.
All right, well, we have no overlap this generation.
Okay.
So I will say Phantump would have been my number 4. It was hard to pick one out, but my 3 are going to be Noivern.
Okay. Oh, I was close to getting him.
Yeah, so I really like Noibat, and it is one of those things where, like, going back and playing that game again and getting Noibat, I was like, man, this Pokemon kind of sucks. Stat-wise, it's awful, and it doesn't evolve until, like, really late. But then when it does evolve into Noivern, like, it's actually pretty solid. But it's like you're just dragging around this Pokemon that's like way weaker than the rest of your team for a long time. But I wanted that freaking dragon.
Yeah, he's great.
I like Noivern.
He's good. I was close to getting him.
Another dragon type, Tyrantrum.
Okay.
And this was another one where it's like, because I was making these in order starting from Gen 1, and so I knew in Gen 2 Tyranitar missed it for me, but I was like, you know what?
I'm gonna get something.
I'm gonna get like a Tyran T-Rex Pokemon, and this one's a lot more actually T-Rex vibe. But yeah, he's just cool. He's a T-Rex. I like seeing him in the new Pokemon Snap, and yeah, he's a cool Pokemon.
That's good.
And then my third one is kind of like the most obvious pick, like the best Pokemon of this generation, hands down, no questions. It's not even up for debate.
The fuck?
Is Greninja. It's obviously Greninja. Greninja.
Hawlucha would kick his butt.
Greninja. I love Greninja.
Yeah, he's good. He is good. Hawlucha would kick his ass though, but
only because fighting's super effective against Dark, bro.
Bruh.
And that's why I got my ass kicked when I saw Hawlucha.
Would you like some crack?
I'll take a little.
Those of you not watching, it is popcorn, okay? Not
Crack
crack.
corn is whack corn. So Gen 5. This is black and white. Oh wait, thoughts about X and Y? You said that you like it, right?
I like it.
Yeah,
it's
it
one of
was
my
a
favorite gens. One of them, but yeah.
I agree. It's good. Hope there's not too much ASMR crunching. Next generation, black and white. I think that this one is actually a really strong generation, quite frankly. So I'm gonna start it out. Pick. This is the only time where I am straight up picking the middle evolution.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with D-Watt, which is the first evolve of Oshawott.
Yeah.
I don't like Samurott. I think Samurott is not good. I don't care for it. But D-Watt is cool. I like D-Watt. I like his
cute.
little razor shells.
Yep. Oshawott is the cutest.
Oshawott is cute.
Oh, cute.
I was so excited about that line, and then I saw what Samurott looked like, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Sometimes they just mess it up.
They messed it up. My next pick is going to be Cinccino or
Okay.
Cincino.
Yeah. It looks like a little flying squirrel-ish thing.
It's like a chinchilla.
Oh, chinchilla. Yes.
Are you thinking of Emolga? Emolga was also an almost pick for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's this generation or the next generation. I can't remember.
But it's
off the
cute.
top of my
It's like a
head.
chinchilla looking.
Yeah, I like Cinccino.
Mm-hmm.
And another easy pick for me. I saw it and I was like, oh, this generation is goated because it's got the greatest evolutionary line in the history of Pokemon.
Wow.
Vanillux, the ice cream Pokemon.
That's because you like ice cream.
Yes. But I remember people clowned on that. People were like, this is like, okay, Pokemon's run out of ideas. They're making an ice cream Pokemon. I saw it and I was like, Pokemon finally figured it out. It took them this long, but they finally made an ice cream cone.
It's cool.
It's cool. Like,
I never hated it.
I spent the whole game like, when do I get this though? But when do I get the ice cream Pokemon?
Right.
And I found it. I'm like, okay, this is now part of my team. I have an ice cream cone.
Yeah. All right.
So I don't suppose we have any overlap this time.
No, we don't.
Hey, look, another bag. This one we haven't tried yet. It's gingerbread.
Oh, let me try that. We're gonna take a quick little taste test before I give you guys mine. This is the same brand from the Fruity Pebble popcorn, but it's gingerbread.
Yeah, we haven't tried this one.
All right, gingerbread popcorn. This is its taste.
It's weird.
It doesn't really taste like popcorn. I mean, gingerbread.
No,
It tastes like Indian spices, like Indian food.
like ginger.
It is what it is. I don't like that really.
Someone once told me the grass is much greener on the other side. I was told by Ginger.
I don't like that one.
It's weird.
All right. So we're at Gen 5, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my number one, Chandelier.
Oh, you have it right here.
Yes.
Show it off.
It is. And it lights up.
That was one that I was sad to not be able to pick.
This is my favorite. Okay. I love him.
That one's high up there.
Love him, love him, love him. Everything about him. Ghost type. Just that spooky vibe. I love it.
Spoopy.
I love it.
Spoopy.
Next would be Tepig.
Ah.
I really enjoyed him in the game. I remember using him a lot. And it turns into this big-ass wrestler pig. And I think I'm just into, like, wrestler Pokemon. He's not really a wrestler, but he looks like he would be.
Yeah, he looks like
He's big.
looking like Ganondorf. Or Ganon, specifically.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved the moves he uses.
Another firefighting
is
type.
cute.
It's the last time they did firefighting because people started getting sick of it.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 or 4 firefightings in a row.
Yeah.
Bit much. And then Incineroar, they were like, this is literally a wrestling type Pokemon, but people don't want us to do fighting again, so it's just dark type.
Right.
Honestly, Emboar could have been dark type. It looks more dark type than... Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And then the last one, Crocodile.
Oh, that's the
Evolution.
evolution.
Sandile. I love the way he looks, you guys, and the moves also. I've had fun playing with him. Like, he's great. And it looks cool.
Yeah.
He has like he looks like he has glasses on. He's red and black. He just looks cool.
I think Black and White's currently in its nostalgia era because we haven't gotten a remake of it yet. Because for a while Diamond and Pearl was like big nostalgia era because there was no remake, and then the remake got botched and people didn't like it.
Yeah.
And so now it's full Black and White. That's the one where it's like, this game so underrated when it came out. And low key, Black and White was so underrated when it came out. Good generation.
But yeah, those are my picks for Gen 5.
Going into Gen 4, Quattro.
All right.
This is Diamond and Pearl.
Am I going?
You are going first.
Yes. My number 1 pick for Gen 4 is Chimchar.
Chimchar.
I love monkeys. I love fire type. I would not evolve him. I'm telling you right now. Even though he is a starter, I would not evolve him. I would keep him as sweet as can be. I'm not a fan of his evolutions, but great Pokemon. All right. Chimchar. Cha.
Chimchar's cool.
My second would be Garchomp. And I love Garchomp, and I especially love Garchomp on Pokemon Go. He is my number 1. He's strong, he's fast, he's great.
He's the first.
He's currently my strongest Pokemon in my Pokemon Go thing.
Donkey Kong.
But yeah, so Garchomp, he looks like a hammerhead shark.
I think people saw like it was like they basically broke apart what was originally gonna be, Sharpedo.
Yeah.
That Sharpedo and Garchomp, like when originally being developed, it was just gonna be like one evolutionary shark line, and then they just sort of like branched it off or something about that.
Well, I'm glad they did that because Garchomp has legs and everything. Sharpedo is just a regular shark.
Well, yeah, that's where it's like gonna be like the shorter shark interconnection.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, and my number 3 would be Dusknoir. Dusknoir.
So this is you picked one of the evolutions.
Yes.
I was thinking about picking one of the evolutions because that's a bit thing about Diamond and Pearl. They threw in a lot of giving evolutions to underrepresented Pokemon. And I like that. I like that it did that.
Yeah.
I don't think I ended up picking any of them. And I think a lot of the evolutions I actually kind of don't like. Like, I don't care for Magmar and Electabuzz's evolutions. Also, why you're going to give it to those two, where's Jinx's evolution? I think if I was going to pick one of those evolutions, it would probably be either Gliscor or Weavile.
Okay. Yeah.
But
those are mine.
Those are his picks.
And they're the best.
So this is a generation where if I was allowed to pick more than one starter, I would have more than one starter in my favorite. The one that, got cut was Turtwig. I do love Turtwig. He would have been in my top 3.
I like him too.
Only pick one.
I like him too.
I can only pick one.
This is your rules.
I picked Loki, my favorite Pokemon.
Piplup.
I love Piplup so much. And Piplup to Empoleon. Empoleon was the first Pokemon I ever raised to level 100 in any Pokemon game. I love this generation. I think it might be my favorite generation.
Okay.
Like, maybe hot take, but I just really, and maybe Piplup is a big reason for that, but it's good.
Piplup.
My next pick is gonna be Drifloon.
I was gonna pick Drifloon.
I love a ghost and I love a balloon.
I was literally gonna pick that before Dusknoir.
And the thing with Drifloon too in the game is that, like, again, it's a Pokemon that like actually plays like a more significant role in the game, and then like the way you catch it is like very specific. You got to go to this place on a specific day, and you find it. And I'm like, it's just a cool Pokemon, and it evolves into a blimp. I like the balloon better,
purple,
but
has some yellow.
It's
in
cool.
It.
My third pick, and this one was where it was a little tricky. I ended up picking Luxray.
That's a cat.
It is a cat. And it is a cool cat.
It's a cool cat.
Yeah, I am of the group of people that thinks that Luxray deserved to be dark type as well as electric dark, because it's like covered in dark. But I do also understand the arguments that its name is literally light,
Yeah.
which
Luxray.
makes it weird to make it a dark type, but it's just black all over, so it's like it's got a dark vibe to it.
Yes.
But even without
that's a good choice.
even without the typing, it's a cool Pokemon.
I have to give you that.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that one, to be honest.
He's cool. Would you swap out anything for Luxray?
No. Not because it's not... No, but there's so many I like, though. Here's the thing.
He said Luxray. He said Luxray.
All right, next gen.
Next gen, Gen 3. We're getting into the oldies, the classics. Like, this is where the nostalgia
where
comes in.
It really does. And can I just say, this was really hard for me. These last 3 gens, like, I
These are the
didn't
hard
want to
ones.
just pick 3. Like, I swear, I have so many I want.
This one, I do remember what my fourth one was, the one that just got cut. I would have been Chimecho. But what got picked instead of Chimecho was Shuppet. Of the 2 ghost types introduced in this generation, I was more of the Shuppet line, the sort of puppet. The other one being Duskull, which I'm sure he's gonna bring up because he already brought up Dusknoir. After
Wait,
Shuppet,
did you pick... Oh, Shuppet was your first pick?
my next pick's gonna be Flygon.
Okay.
Again, apparently I just like dragons.
Dragon type.
Yeah. But it's ground and dragon,
Yeah.
and it's like this, like, yeah. And I like that I remember playing the games, and I pick Trapinch, not knowing what it evolves into, because it doesn't look like what it evolves into. I just like, oh, this is like a cool looking Pokemon, and then I evolve it, and it turns into the Vibrava, which is like that's like a dragonfly,
Yes.
and that's why it's dragon type. I was like, oh, this is what this evolves into? All right. And then it evolved again into Flygon. I'm like, I got a dragon out of this thing? Cool.
Yeah.
So it's the experience of it.
Fair.
And then for my starter pick, I almost want to pick another mid-evolution and go with Grovyle, because I think Grovyle looks really cool. And then Sceptile's kind of a big letdown after Grovyle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to go with Mudkip. Because
Mudkip.
I heard you like Mudkips. Mudkip is
Mudkip is cute.
people love Mudkip. Everyone loves Mudkip. You
Mudkip.
love Mudkip.
I do like
even though
Mudkip.
you didn't pick him.
I did not pick him, but I like him.
But what did you pick?
That was a good segue.
What did he pick?
Duskull.
Really? I'm surprised. What?
Duskull. I
Cool.
love him. And his little eye goes back and forth to each eye socket. It's just one eye, and I think it's the coolest thing.
Oh, you have like a keychain someone got you where like the eye goes back and forth.
I love him. Again, do I really have to explain why?
There's a
Ghost type, the skull face, color scheme. It's great. My second would be Torchic. Sorry. Torchic, yeah. It's a cute little chick. Okay, it's fire type. And the evolutions I'm okay with. Like, it is what it is. They're fighting fire, I guess, right?
Combuskin looks awful. I do like Blaziken.
Blaziken.
Combuskin looks stupid.
Yeah.
That's a bad looking
Yeah.
Pokemon.
But Torchic is really cute.
Torchic's very cute.
And I chose that. And the third, Ludicolo.
Ludicolo!
It looks like a...
You saw Detective Pikachu, right?
Yeah.
There's a scene with the Ludicolo and like as like a bartender or something, and like they just like talk to it, and it's just like Ludicolo.
Yeah. He has like a sombrero. He's just awesome. And I like all the evolutions of him.
Lotad, Lombre.
I do. I really do.
I really like Lotad.
Yeah. I was going to pick Lotad and then I changed it to Ludicolo because I just think I like him more. But yeah.
Damn.
What is he? Grass type?
Grass
Water?
grass and water.
Grass and water.
There's a Pokemon right there on the ground. Pick up that Pokemon.
This is our Pokemon Jinxie butt.
I choose you.
Yeah, but Ludicolo would be my third.
They should have a Chihuahua Pokemon. Is there a Chihuahua?
No, but they should. All right. Your turn.
No, we're going to Gen 2.
Am I starting it?
Yeah, you're starting
Oh,
Gen
I'm starting
2. Yes.
This was freaking hard for me. I wanted so many to be in here. But I had to do 3. It was very hard. Okay?
That's the rule.
I did want to put Leba.
Lediba?
Yeah. I don't know why I love it so much. Nostalgic reasons. I had a toy of it when I was little, and it was great. And I loved it. Okay. Again, very hard generation for me. Second hardest compared to first gen. But the first one would be Togepi.
Togepi! You have the thing for that.
Right there, you guys. Right there.
Yeah, lean over it, yeah.
There you go, right there. Togepi.
Togepi.
I love Togepi.
Togepi.
Misty did it for me. Like, her relationship with Togepi was the cutest thing. And Togepi is very strong.
Togepi.
Togepi. The metronome.
I love metronome. I really like that move, even though it's like
You don't know what
complete
you're gonna
random
get?
chance. Yeah, and it's technically more of a Clefairy move than a Togepi
Yes.
move, but I do connect it with Togepi.
But Togepi is strong, you guys. Like, don't let that cute little face fool
Well,
you.
Togepi's not strong. Togepi's
Togepi's powers are strong.
in the show, it's
It just can't-
it's a baby. It's a baby Pokemon, so it's not very actually strong. Togekiss is where it gets strong.
I don't
That's
like
it.
Togekiss, though.
I prefer Togetic to Togekiss for some reason. Togekiss does sort of miss the mark for me, but I just like having.
I don't like the evolutions. Togepi is where I would keep it.
I like Togetic.
That's my little baby. I've always wanted like a replica-sized Togepi, like a real one, like a nice replica. I found one person that makes some, but I don't know. It's hard to get.
Yeah.
Second would be Chikorita. I love Chikorita. Okay.
This guy likes his grass starters.
I really don't.
Clear. How many grass starters did you pick?
I'm just saying, I was gonna get Totodile, but Chikorita has more of a nostalgic thing for me. So I went with Chikorita. I do not like the evolutions of Chikorita.
Well, we're probably gonna get either a new Mega Evolution or a regional evolution when we get a Legend ZA, because Chikorita is one of the starters.
Well, I don't like the evolutions for it.
No, I'm saying we might
know.
get an alternate evolution because we got alternate evolutions for the other Legends game.
But yeah, so Chikorita would be my other pick, and then the last pick would be Hoot Hoot. I love Hoot Hoot so much.
He likes this owl, but not Rowlet.
I like this owl more than Rowlet.
I like Rowlet more.
Hoot Hoot with his big red eyes, with his little 1 foot.
Ooh, ooh,
I remember seeing him for the first time on an episode of Pokemon, and I was hooked.
ooh, ooh,
I was hooked.
ooh, ooh.
But yeah, those would be my 3.
All right, so I'm gonna be real. I expected Gen 2 to be tough because there'd be a lot of Pokemon that I would want to pick.
Was Heracross?
Heracross is Gen 2.
That was another one I was gonna put in mine.
I expected this to be a hard generation for me to make a decision on. That was my expectation. And I went into it, I was like, oh, I actually don't have... Like, there's a lot of Pokemon I like, but not a ton that I have, like, strong connections to. So, the 3 I picked, I do like... Two of them are, like, strong likes... as opposed to like love.
Okay.
And then one of them is a love. So I'll save the love one for last. First I'm going to say Ledian. Okay. He talked about Lediba. Yeah. I do prefer Ledian because he looks like a superhero.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool.
Or like what's Cyberman, or what's the in Dragon Ball Z what Goku?
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Not Goku. What Gohan becomes like a fake superhero. Well, I guess real superhero, but like it gives me vibes of that.
Okay.
And yeah, Ledian's just cool. It's underpowered. You can't really use it, but I want to be able to use him in the game. My next pick is going to be Gligar.
Oh.
Okay. He's like a cool looking bat.
Yeah. I like him.
I do like a nice cool bat.
I know your third.
My third, my love.
I know who it is.
The best starter of this type across all 9 generations.
I knew it.
What is it then?
Totodile.
He doesn't know me at all. Cyndaquil. I love Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil's the best fire starter of all 9 generations. It's not even a competition to me. Cyndaquil.
Charmander.
Who cares? Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil.
You got Nala mad.
Can we talk about Cyndaquil though?
Cyndaquil is great.
Again, it's one where its original evolution wasn't ghost type, but its Legends evolution made it a ghost.
It is cute.
Cyndaquil's just great, and Typhlosion is cool. Typhlosion is a
You know what I have to say? All 3 evolutions are pretty solid.
yes, it's a solid starter generation.
For sure.
If I was allowed to pick another starter in my thing, I would have had Totodile in my top 3.
Told you.
But no, but you were still wrong. Like
You're still wrong.
it's like Chikorita is like below the camera. Totodile's like here, and Cyndaquil's like up there somewhere. Totodile wouldn't even be in my like top 5 water starters, I feel.
Okay.
I like Totodile though, but there's just better water starters.
Okay.
Cyndaquil is the best fire starter though.
I'm not going to argue on that.
Yeah, because it's a fact.
I wonder if I should have picked Cyndaquil. Because, like I said, I love Chikorita, but I hate the evolutions. But Cyndaquil's, I like all of them.
That's
so I
the
maybe
thing.
should have weighed that out.
That is something also worth pointing out. I think a lot of starters get whack evolutionary lines.
Yeah.
Cyndaquil is a one with a great evolutionary line. Like Typhlosion is still cool, even though there's like that thing that came out with like about like Typhlosion. There's like this weird internet thing about Typhlosion that was going around, and like we don't talk about that. We don't think
I feel
about
like
that.
Gen 1 starters were solid.
Gen 1's I don't care for 2 of their final evolutions.
You're wild, but okay.
You're
wild.
One of them has a significantly better final evolution than the other 2. But it's not my favorite.
Okay.
We're going into Gen 1 now.
This is mine.
Well, Gen 2, again, like, we like Gen 2.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of nostalgia
I
there.
wanted more than just 3.
Yeah, but now we're in Gen 1. The OGs. And since I'm on the topic of starters, let's just pull them out. I love Squirtle. Gen 1 was so long ago, I don't really remember what I would have picked, at that point. But
Squirtle.
My assumption is I would have went for the blue thing, so Squirtle's probably the first Pokemon I ever had. I don't know that for a fact, but it makes sense to me unless I played Pokemon Yellow first, in which case Pikachu would have been the first Pokemon I ever picked.
Right.
Which, speaking of which, let's just talk about both of these. Pikachu, I'm not counting as an actual starter.
He's not a starter.
Even though he is a starter in the Pokemon Yellow. But, so, alright, we're talking right now. These are 2 of my picks.
You can't do that.
What?
Wait, Pikachu's your other...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you were trying to add something. I'm like, don't be playing.
No, these are 2 of my 3 picks.
Okay.
I keep saying, I feel like such a basic bitch for picking a starter in Pikachu. I love Pikachu. Pikachu's great. I have the Pikachu shirt. Pikachu.
He's cute.
Mimikyu.
He's cute.
Pikachu. But yeah, so Squirtle, I was mentioning how I think 2 of their final evolutions aren't that good. I don't think Blastoise is that good. I think it's kind of weird that it has the random cannons on it. And it's like not that...
It blasts water.
I know. I just don't really...
I think they're great.
Charizard is objectively the best looking final evolution.
And Venusaur looks perfect for the evolution of a Ivysaur and a Bulbasaur. It looks good.
Yeah,
it
but
works.
I just don't like it. I just don't care for it. Like, Charizard just objectively looks cooler. It's a cool dragon.
Okay.
But he wouldn't
You
be
and your damn dragon types.
He's not a dragon type, though.
A lizard type. What is he?
Fire and flying.
Okay, but he's still a dragon.
Yeah, but he's not. So... It's like saying Gyarados is a dragon.
Did you pick your third?
I have not picked my third, and this is the wildest take I have all day. This is the craziest.
Let me eat a popcorn for that.
No one is expecting my third pick for Gen 1. What could you even fathom what my third pick is?
No.
After such basic bitch choices of Squirtle and Pikachu.
It's got to be Ditto.
No.
Oh.
Would you like a hint?
Yeah.
It is flying type Pokemon.
Dragonite.
Flying and normal type Pokemon.
Pidgeotto. Just tell me. I don't know.
My third favorite Pokemon, and the second I saw it when I was trying to decide, I was like, do I like Haunter? Yes, but not quite Haunter. Do I like Cubone? Yes, but I can't, not quite Cubone. Farfetch'd. I love Farfetch'd.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He's so cute. He has the
His little
leak. He has the leak, and then when you get to the generations where you get hold items, you get to actually have him hold the leak, and he gives him little bonuses.
Wasn't there like a thing saying like Farfetch'd had the leak, and then when they killed Farfetch'd to eat them, they use a leak with it?
I do remember hearing
Something
about
like that.
Yeah, that's messed up, bro.
I'm-
Don't talk about my boy like that.
All right.
And Farfetch'd, I almost had Surfetch'd in my pick for Gen 8 because if Farfetch'd for a long time, you know, he's like not really like usable like stat wise, and they gave him a regional variant and they let him evolve into a badass with a leak sword. Farfetch'd gang.
All right. My turn. It was the most difficult for me
I wonder why.
because I like almost every single Pokemon there.
Yeah.
All right. It's not even like I'm not even saying that. And I'm basic. When you're saying you're basic, I like Magikarp. I like Goldeen. I like the most basic looking Pokemon.
Goldeen.
It's wild to me. It's absolutely wild to me. So this was very difficult for me. This was wild. This was hard for me. I wanted to do more.
I know what one of your picks is because it's been behind your head the entire time.
Gengar.
It's his favorite
Duh.
Pokemon.
It's my favorite Pokemon, and it sounds cliche because everybody's like, oh, I like Gengar. No, I like Gengar. Okay?
You're not the only person I know whose favorite Pokemon is Gengar.
Gengar is everything to me. I used to have a toy, and this toy specifically was a see-through purple, so you could see through him. It was so cool. I think they're on eBay for like $50 for. It's like a. Oh, I love it. I love back in the day.
I love Gengar. I've always been team Haunter looks cooler though.
I like all three evolutions of Gengar, to be honest with you.
The whole evolutionary line.
Yes, they're all great.
Yes,
But Gengar is my thing. Okay.
valid. All right, your next pick.
Next one is going to be Psyduck. I love my Psyduck. I love him. Again, Misty helped me love him more, even though she was rude to him. Love him. Absolutely love Psyduck. I want to give him a whole bunch of medicine to help his headache. And
That's
he's
one that
cute.
makes me sad. Psyduck and Mankey, or maybe Primeape more so, are a Pokemon where it's like they're constantly in pain.
Yeah. Psyduck is so cute. I do not like Golduck. I just don't. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
I also
His
think
evolution does not make sense to me.
another thing is like the Golduck is not gold, but Psyduck is. And Golduck is like more psychic looking, but is not called Psyduck. Also, neither Pokemon is water and psychic type because that generation already had 2 water psychic like evolutionary lines with the Staryu and the Slowpoke.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess we can't give it to the Pokemon has the word Psy in its name. It's not allowed to be psychic.
Right?
Decisions. Whatever.
My last one. I had to do a lot of soul searching for this. Would it be another choice if we did this like again? No. Like we mentioned earlier before the podcast started, my list would change because I liked Pokemon so much. But my third one is Coughing. I don't know why I like him so much. I like that he floats. I like that he does smoke screen. I like that he just looks cool to me. And Team Rocket made him look cool. He's just like a ball with craters, and he probably smells like shit.
Do you like Weezing?
I do.
Do you like Galarian Weezing?
Yeah.
with a top hat.
Yep.
With a smoke stop.
Yep. But I think Team Rocket made Coughing look so cool to me.
Coughing.
You know, Ekans as well.
Starbucks. Coffee.
But yeah, so Coughing would be my third. And again, I wanted Goldeen. I wanted Seaking. I wanted Starmie. I wanted... There's so many
You're
I
just
wanted.
a bunch of water Pokemon.
I think I mentioned this.
I wanted to pick Cubone.
I think I mentioned this to you before. I feel like I would be a water and ghost type trainer if I had.
Quick, name a water and ghost type Pokemon.
Are there?
Yeah.
Water ghost?
Yeah.
Is new or old?
It's like late middle of the generations. Frillish and Jellicent, the jellyfish Pokemon.
Oh, I don't like them.
Racist.
But yeah, so I think those would be my two main ones I would want.
Are there other water ghost type Pokemon?
Like water ghost or water psychic or just either if it's just all water and then all psychic or ghost.
I probably would be a water type trainer. If I was going to be something else, I feel like I would have been electric type, which is wild because I don't have all that many electric type picks, and I have a ton of dragons, so maybe I should be a dragon trainer, but I feel like dragons like such a specific thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know, but what is your team of 6 Pokemon going to be?
You didn't say that was allowed. I'm not ready for that.
No, we're picking 6 Pokemon to be on our team out of our 9.
You should have told me so I could have thought about that.
No, we actually talked about this.
We did, and you said we weren't doing that.
No, I said I already have my team picked out.
I didn't have my team picked out, so I'm going to go on a whim.
All right, then we won't talk about it.
No, go ahead.
We'll just cut this out. All right, well, because we did talk about this, and I said that we were going to do this, my team of 6 Pokemon is going to be... And part of the way I picked this is that I didn't want type overlap. So my team of 6 is going to be Greninja, Typhlosion, Sirfetch'd. So I'm allowing myself to have the fully evolved form Pokemon. Flapple, Vikavolt, and Vanillux. That's my team, I guess. Okay. If I was really allowed to pick a team more specifically, I'd probably go a lot more. I'd probably pick more Pokemon from one region, to be honest. But that's just what I sort of went with.
Okay. Mine would be Hawlucha, Gengar, Lucario.
Lucario? That wasn't even one of your picks.
I know. Does that have to be one of our picks?
Yeah.
Oh. Hawlucha, Gengar.
Do you want to look at your list?
Yeah, because Hawlucha, Gengar. Garchomp.
Pokemon, gotta catch the Pokemon.
Psyduck.
Pokemon.
Was that already all of them?
I think.
And Chikorita.
That may have been 5, but who's counting? We'll see. If he only has 5, then...
No, I think, it was Gengar. It was Hawlucha. Garchomp. Psyduck and
Chikorita is 5.
Oh, one more. Tepig.
Okay. You can have them fully evolved if you want. I evolved.
That would be Tepig's final evolution.
Emboar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Pokemon. We went through that whole structured thing, but let's just sort of talk about Pokemon now. To sort of close it out. What's your favorite generation?
1.
Gen 1?
All the way. No matter what.
I think mine's is Gen 4. I like there's just something about it. I think it's because I played it a lot for a while. Like I said, it's the one that I first got a Pokemon to level 100 in. Specifically
your Piplup.
Well, technically Empoleon, but Piplup. Love Piplup. And yeah, it's just a neat generation, But yeah, every generation of Pokemon is unique.
Who is out of the main characters, on the show,
from the anime.
Animated series, who would be your favorite person and who would be your least favorite person? Just one.
Favorite, least favorite. So I'm gonna be real. Like I watched a lot of the anime for like for Gen 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I watched a fair amount for Gen 2.
I'm just talking about the first one because I don't know a lot of them.
But I will say I watched like some here and there for a couple generations past that. And so again, being basic, I'm gonna go with Dawn.
Okay.
From Gen 4. Dawn has a Piplup. That makes it really cool. And that was a generation, I think a lot as a kid I would pick the girl.
Okay.
And so I would play as Dawn. I would play as May as well. Actually, I think I went back and forth on the trainer in Gen 3 if I would do a guy or a girl. I also thought the guy had white hair, but it's just a hat. That camera's dead.
Your least favorite?
Least favorite Pokemon anime character? I don't feel like I have strong feelings about disliking any.
You don't have to dislike like them, but just someone that
I don't like. I don't really have a.
I have one.
Who?
I dislike Misty.
Weird.
She's a bully.
Is she?
She treated Psyduck bad. She treated Caterpie bad. She's mean. She cries. She whines. I don't like Misty.
If I was limited to picking from Gen 1, it would have been Misty as my pick for favorite.
My favorite would be Jessie.
Okay.
From Team Rocket. I think she's so badass.
Team Rocket's Rocket Poker Trouble.
But yeah, this was fun.
Meowth, I also like, if you count him as a character since he talks.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun. Pokemon.
We love Pokemon.
I like Pokemon. Do you like Pokemon?
And I can't wait for season 2 of Pokemon
Concierge. Yeah, it's a cute little show.
Yeah, it should be coming out soon. I'm really excited.
I believe so. I believe it's coming out this year. I think.
Yes.
And they put all the Netflix episodes, or like a lot of them, on YouTube to watch for free.
Yeah, they're great. I love that stop animation.
It's just a cute little thing, you know. Yeah, Pokemon.
And Psyduck.
I want them to do another, like, Detective Pikachu was such a good movie.
Are they doing another one?
I haven't heard about it.
I could have sworn I heard that they were doing another one.
But like it's been years. Like Sonic, the first Sonic came out after Detective Pikachu, and we already have 3 Sonic movies.
Well, that's because the kids want it.
Yeah, but Detective Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog made about the same amount of money when they came out. But Sonic got greenlit for 2 sequels, and we're still waiting on some other Pokemon movie, and that's wild. I'm excited for Legends EA, because Pokemon Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game, in my opinion. And it's another reason why I like Gen 4, because Legends Arceus is technically set in Sinnoh.
Yeah.
So, hey, Legends Arceus, that's another thing going for it. And it gave me cool Ghost Typhlosion, and we stan.
Just really quick though, there is a part 2 coming out. It's officially titled The Great Detective Pikachu.
That's lit, bro.
Yeah, so there is. I guess there's been a lot of like, they say something hell, like it's been
production hell.
Yeah. So, but they have a new person, but that's officially what it's titled for.
Is Ryan Reynolds back?
Nala, you hear a cat?
She might not be picked up on the mic.
I don't know if Ryan Reynolds is back.
But either way, I'm excited. They should do more Pokemon media.
And I really, this time around with Detective Pikachu, I want them to do more I want to see more Pokemon. And don't get me wrong, Detective Pikachu had a lot of Pokemon in the movie. But those are just like kind of like, I think what I want is like a TV series. I want it to be like the animated
series.
Yeah. Because I like how like on the animated ones they like, they're walking to a gym or something and then they come across Pokemon or Team Rockets and like getting in the way. It doesn't have to be specifically that, but you got to really see, and they pinpointed a certain Pokemon you got to learn about. And I think it was really cool. Because I want to see more Pokemon. Like, I feel like Detective Pikachu, they just like walking past really quick. But I'm like, ooh, I need to pause it because I want to see how they made it look.
That's why you like Concierge, because you get a little more.
Yeah.
with these
Stop animation.
yeah.
But yeah. Oh.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for this podcast.
Hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We love Pokemon.
And ideally, we'll do another podcast a lot sooner than this way. Tell us what you want us to talk about. I might try to get us to do one before this one's even out, just so we can put something out without a huge wait. But
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
What's your favorite Pokemon? Are we dumb? Tell us in the comments.
What?
That's what people say, right? Are we dumb? Tell us in the comments.
Lord.
Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon or something.
Alrighty, guys. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, let us know. Like, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends and family for more content. And until next time, you guys, don't be a lemon.
And this is Martian Madhouse. We don't. Do we do that? Sign off? I don't know. I don't remember how we signed off before.
We're gonna have to cut all that out. No, I don't like that. All right, I'll do another one.
All right, bye-bye.
No, stop.
Bye. I'm gonna edit it, so
I know,
this is
but
our sign
I want
off.
to end it good.
No, this
I
is
don't like that.
Okay, I'm leaving this in.
Do whatever you want.
No, do your sign
No,
off.
you're not gonna leave it in, so there's no point.
No, I'm gonna leave this in. I'm gonna leave us talking about it.
All right, guys. Stay tuned for another podcast soon. Like he said, we'll try to do another one soon and not have you guys wait so long. But we really appreciate you guys. Just like and subscribe. And see you soon on the Martian podcast.